iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts.
Playlists and listen live on the free iHeart app.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody, it's time for Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. Hey, 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 everybody, it's time for Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. It's the cutting room floor.
On the cutting room floor today.
I'm just having a sip of my cup of soup.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, I'll have a sip of my soup.
We rage in here. It smells like an old people's home the second we come off air because we make a cup of soup.
I don't think tomato is supposed to be that iridescent.
It's my favourite cup of soup flavour. Now they've got fancy ones. They've got broccoli and ricotta and sandwich shoes.
Yeah, that's my
Whereas the basic tomato
Just
is
the
all
basic. The basic. We have a book coming out at the end of the year documenting our 20 years on the radio. It's got pictures in it.
It's got pictures in it.
It's got stories of you and me.
Yeah, that's right. It's got stuff we've done on air. It's got transcripts of our various fights.
Before I did this breakfast radio lark, I wanted to get into breakfast radio, but management of various radio stations was only really employ TV stars or stand-up comedians.
But you were still on the radio.
I was on the radio. We worked at Triple M together, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Not together.
Yeah, well, I worked in a different shift. I worked in the daytime shift, which is where you back announce Triple M Nickelback triple plays. And
you wouldn't get a cup of soup there.
And then you talk about how great the breakfast show. Oh, did you hear the breakfast show this morning? Wendy and the crew, I'm not touching that. Anyway, I got tired of doing that, and I really wanted to do what I'm doing now. And a lot of people suggested, you got to be a comedian. And one day I was having a beer with Mick Malloy, and we were talking about stand-up comedy, and he said to me, I said, I could never do stand-up comedy. I think it's so hard. I don't know how you guys do it. And he said, what you've just been doing now as we're standing on this table, you've pretty much been doing stand-up comedy. You said some funny stories, but people know you. So what you got to do is when you do stand-up comedy, you've got to make it so you're relatable and everyone likes your material. And then you can become pre-funny. Pre-funny is something we've spoken about before.
Yeah, when you're working with somebody and everyone laughs at them before they've said a word because people assume that what they're about to say is funny. You can say the best line of your life, but they'll just tell the time and everyone will laugh at that.
Billy Connolly, classic example. He just gives information and people think it's the funniest thing in the world. So I went and did a stand-up comedy, the open mic night.
How terrifying. I would never do stand-up comedy.
On a Tuesday. And Mick said to me, he cheered me up, fed me beers and told me to go and do it. Then he didn't show up on the night.
He didn't want to see you crap on.
To give me support. But it became so addictive because you write your bit, your 5-minute bit, and the open mic night, it's so fraught because you put your name down at 7 o'clock at night and then they announce the list, tonight's list.
So you're not always on it.
And
if you turn up,
it took me 2 months to get on, to actually get up.
And did you have to sit there and watch other people?
Yeah, and you couldn't just leave, bugger off, because then they would say, because I did that once and they said, well, that's just set your course back by another 3 weeks.
Right.
So, and then just one night I was just jack of it, so I'm just sitting there watching all the other guys, and then all of a sudden the list came out and they stuck it up on a notice board and my name was there, Brendan J.
And were your jokes still relevant? Were they so timely that you thought, 3 weeks ago this would have been amusing? Now it's terrible.
Well, I had a joke that I opened the show with.
Opened your set with. Let's not overplay
my set with. And it was, I'd get up there on stage and it was and it's become known as, and I don't want to wreck the joke right now, but I don't know how to tell the story.
Tell the joke and then we'll tell the story.
I'd get up on the stage and I'd say, hi, I don't know why I'm here tonight because I had a very disturbing day. I was walking in the national park and I came across a skull and it freaked me out naturally. So I rang the authorities. They asked me where I was. I told them and they said, well, okay, well, don't do anything. Just hang there. We're on our way. And I went, right here. So while I'm there, I looked at this skull and I all these thoughts went through my head, who was this person? How did they get here? What did they do? Why did they have antlers? Booyah! And everyone would laugh at that. So one day, I'm doing a breakfast radio show with Amanda Keller. I don't know, have you ever heard of her?
You should see her stand up. It's quite incredible.
So they found some human remains out at Kurnell, which is not anything strange. I think half of Sydney's buried out of Kurnell during the 80s in the underworld wars.
Yeah, I think your stand-up is out there too.
We're talking about it. So I thought, it's a perfect opportunity to bring out my deer skull material. And I said, I found a skull once. And you...
Naturally curious.
Like, we're on a game show. And I've said this to many people. I've done this joke a few times, and no one has ever asked what sort of skull.
No, I didn't say that.
So I said, I found a skull once, and you just went, human skull?
Well, it's a natural question.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Only you. It's like you're on a game show. Human skull for $20, Tony.
But your nostrils just flared from here to breakfast, and you said, oh, no, it was a deer skull. It's 6:20.
And here's some Nickelback.
You were furious. And I said, and you said, why'd you wreck? I said, wreck what? I didn't know it was a joke. You said you'd found a skull. I said, wow, a human skull, that's traumatic. Why? Well, I don't and even to this day, that was 20 years ago. To this day, if one of us goes to preempt something someone else is doing, we say, don't human skull me.
That's what we say.
It's become the phrase.
It's become the thing.
Don't human skull me. Yeah. I still don't understand what I did wrong with your telling of that story. You should have held up a flag saying, I'm telling a joke.
I should have gone with the story about the wife trying to spice up the marriage with their crotchless undies. Mm-hmm. That one.
No, I've seen what did your undies. I've human skulled you again.
You have, but I liked it.
Okay, kids, that's it.